Welcome back to my channel, or hello for the first time if you are new here. My name is Lydia and I am a style educator aiming to help you maximize your wardrobe. So today I have a bit of a lessons with Lydia video where I'm going to talk about all the things I no longer do in my wardrobe in order to help you with your own wardrobes. So hopefully in sharing these things that I used to do and now don't do anymore will be a little guide, especially at the beginning of a new season or in this transitional season, to help you kind of solidify your wardrobe and your own personal style. So I think you're going to be quite entertained by some of these pictures because I have dragged out some oldies but goodies of outfits I used to wear. So let's get into the video. So the first thing I no longer do is buy a full outfit from one shop. So as examples, I have some outfits that I used to wear. I used to shop at Zara so much, and pretty much all of my wardrobe used to be from Zara. A few factors in this. One is that I was younger, so maybe I could only really afford Zara type brands, but also I did feel like Zara went through a really good phase. Now these are not necessarily outfits I would wear anymore, but I do remember liking them at the time. However, I do think just wearing head to toe one brand can kind of be restrictive when it comes to developing your own personal style, because you just rely so heavily on those pieces. So Zara really was that one that I used to go back to time and time again. But now I try and change it up a little bit. So I'm not saying don't go for high street. I often mix different types of high street, for example, Mango with And Other Stories or Arket or Zara, but I do just think it gives you a little bit more flexibility in your wardrobe and opens you up to some more styles and just developing your own sense of personal style. But that is definitely one I really used to do, but definitely have broadened my horizons when it comes to brands a lot more. The second thing I no longer do is wear colors that don't really suit me. And I actually think this is something I could get even better at. I think I've kind of got a skin tone that suits quite a lot of colors, but then some colors are a lot better than others. So I definitely think I've got room to work on this, but I'd say I'm more sure now of colors that I suit. I used to wear kind of lots of kind of dark greeny, like muddy, khaki shades, but I definitely think I suit those more brighter shades, often cooler shades now. I don't suit that sort of very warm beigey tone, like an orangey beige. So I try and avoid that where I can and gravitate more towards things like paler colors, blues, grays, softer greens, and also kind of softer beiges as well, or more kind of cooly greeny beiges rather than that orangey beige. Or I'd maybe wear it more as an accessory, for example, like a tan shade. I've got tan accessories so I can bring in that color, but it's not something that's close to my face. So I'm definitely more conscious of that. And I really think colors can make or break your outfit. So if you aren't sure on where to start, I would really recommend going to ChatGPT and putting in lots of pictures, probably without makeup on, I think would be a good one, but just put in as many pictures as you can find of yourself that shows your hair, eye color, etc. quite clearly, and then ask it to be a professional color analysis and see what season you are, and it will help you generate a color palette. I'm not saying it's 100% accurate. I think seeing a person in real life is probably going to be better, but if you can't really afford that or don't know where to start, I actually really would recommend that. And I think it's a great thing to do to help you know what colors suit you. Number 3 is putting all my summer stuff away in winter and putting all my winter stuff away in summer. So this is going back to my fusion styling concept. If you don't know what that is, it's a phrase I coined, which basically means pairing together two styles that don't necessarily go together. It doesn't have to be seasonal, but for example, something like a basket bag and a jumper, that's a really easy example. Putting them together and it makes like a cool kind of less thought through look and a little bit more undone. So that's definitely something I find myself doing more, especially during this time of year where it's kind of late summer. It's nice to pair together things like suede textures with a white linen skirt or maybe some white trousers. You could do a leather jacket with something lighter, or keep your white jeans around for winter. I think white jeans look great with heavier winter pieces. So there's lots of different ways you can do this. If you have subscribed to my Instagram subscription channel, I've done a really detailed breakdown of fusion styling. So if you head to my page, you can just sign up by clicking the little crown button on Instagram and get access to extra bonus content basically. So number 4, something I don't do anymore is deviate from my own style. I feel like I have really tried so many different styles, and I like lots of different styles, but that doesn't necessarily mean I need to wear all those different styles. Now, I'm going to show you some old pictures and show you that it's not just a case of it being the fashion at the time, but you can see the contrast between 2 different outfits of the same period. One felt more like my style and one didn't. So the first example is this bright red jumper. I had some trousers with some pearl details down the side, some trainers and a hat. And I just, looking back now, I remember not feeling overly confident in this look. This is obviously at the time when I started my blog. I was trying to produce lots of different outfits, and really my personal style probably got lost in trying to build my platform. And then contrasting that with this picture with a checked coat, I'm wearing some grey trousers and a faux fur scarf. And this outfit definitely was a lot more me. And I remember feeling really good in this outfit. It's a lot more simple, more neutral, more classic. Would I wear all of these pieces now together? Maybe not, but you can see how this is more my style than the first outfit. I also had a pink faux fur coat, and I used to wear some kind of big bold earrings, and again that just wasn't 100% my style. And then contrast that with this outfit with a grey coat, had that faux fur scarf on again, must have loved that, but obviously a bit more neutral colours that really suited me, and it just felt a little bit more clean and sophisticated. So I have some others to show you. I'll put them on screen so you'll be able to see where I deviated from my style and then what felt more like me. And I think you do just inherently know what you feel most comfortable, most confident in. Go back through your camera roll, go back through old pictures on your Instagram or wherever, and look at the outfits you were wearing and see what you felt most confident in. And that will pinpoint the direction you want your style to go in. So I think it's nice to admire different styles, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to wear them yourself all the time. Number 5 is that I don't wear tight-fitting silhouettes anymore. So what I mean by this is like a head to toe tighter fitted look. I didn't have loads of pictures of these because, like I say, I think I've always kind of known my style. It wasn't necessarily a look I did that often, but I definitely did it in my younger years. When we were going out, I definitely gravitated towards a few more of these tighter styles, which again, I think I remember feeling not 100% confident in any of these kind of looks. And there were times I didn't wear these all tight looks, and I remember feeling a little bit more fashionable, a little bit cooler, and just more me. I think it's always nice to have a bit of balance in your outfit. So you could have a looser top with tighter bottoms or vice versa. But I think having something not fitted within your outfit just looks so much better than head to toe tight. I don't think this is a rule for now, and I'm not saying it needs to be oversized pieces, but I think this is a kind of all-time general rule that not everything should be tight-fitting. Number 6 is that I no longer equate cost with value. So the most valuable pieces in my wardrobe are probably more affordable high street pieces. They're the things I get the most wear out of. For example, these Abercrombie barrel jeans I have worn on repeat. I think I probably got these on sale, perhaps about £50, £55 last year, which is not cheap, but also relatively affordable. The cost per wear is probably 0.000 penny because I've worn them so much. Equally, you could have something really expensive, but it looks quite cheap. It maybe looks a bit tacky. And so that is why I don't kind of put loads of value onto higher end products. Some things, yes, you get maybe better fabric if you spend a little bit more, but you don't have to go and break the bank to find something good that is valuable within your wardrobe. Number 7 is feeling bad about taking inspiration from other people. So I think there's this thing that, you've got to create your own style and be personal, but actually we all get inspiration from each other. And I think that's a really nice thing. It's nice to feel part of that kind of community almost. I think that's why as humans we like trends, because it gives us that communal aspect. Yes, there are really downsides to trends, but also I think it's just part of that kind of communal feeling of all wearing something at the same time. I don't know, I think there's something in that. I don't feel bad at all about taking inspiration from people. I never go and copy somebody's outfit like head to toe. But I think taking inspiration from different people is amazing. I save so much on Pinterest. I follow some really amazing people on Instagram. So if you're looking for people to follow, go onto my followers list because I've got some really stylish girls on there. The same on TikTok. So many amazing creators with great style that you can take inspiration for. Don't feel bad about it. That's what fashion is. It's sharing and it's taking inspiration and then just making it your own, really. I hope that's been useful going forward into your own wardrobe. They're hopefully useful tips. Just something to remember next time you go shopping. Even jot them down in bullet points if you want to. But I definitely think it helps focus on your wardrobe and your own style. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that trip down memory lane, seeing some of my old photos. It's amazing to see how much your style can evolve. But I think, again, it's just all about knowing your style and just being more confident in embracing that rather than going off on tangents. So don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.